Sir Gus rode the king's horse out into the country. He galloped over green land and lovely rolling hills. All was well until he began to itch. He itched his leg. He itched his neck. He tried to itch his back and nearly fell off the horse. Nothing seemed to help. At last Sir Gus told himself he had better stop, lest he itch himself right off the king's horse. Sir Gus stopped in front of a farmhouse. Near the farmhouse was a stone well. Standing near the well was a young, strong-looking man. Sir Gus spoke to the young man politely. "Pardon me, good sir," he said. "May I drink from your well?" "Yes, you may," said the young man. Sir Gus went to draw water from the well. He grabbed the rope and began to tug on it, but then he felt the need to itch. He let go of the rope and started itching himself. Soon he was itching himself so hard that he started jumping up and down. He jumped up and down so much that he fell into the well and landed with a splash at the bottom. "Ack!" cried Sir Gus. "What have I done?" It was a good thing that Sir Gus was tall. The water in the well only came up to his chest. The young man peered down into the well. "Have no fear," he shouted to Sir Gus. "I will help you. I will drop the bucket down. Take a hold of it, and I will lift you up." Sir Gus waited nervously at the bottom of the dark well. He did not like the dark or the cold water. His legs began to shiver and shake. The bucket came down the well. Sir Gus grabbed the bucket and held on tight. Slowly the young man began to bring Sir Gus up out of the well. As Sir Gus reached the top of the well, the young man offered the knight his hand. "Young man," said Sir Gus as he stepped out of the well, "I am touched by your generous deed. I would like to thank you for helping me. What is your name?" "My name is Robin," replied the man. "Well then, Robin," said Sir Gus, "I thank you." "You are welcome," said Robin. The two men shook hands. Robin clasped the knight's hand so tightly that water dripped from his glove. Robin smiled. "Come into my house," he said. "I will find you some dry clothing." Sir Gus went inside. "Sit down," said Robin. "I will fetch you some dry clothing and something to drink." Robin left the room. Sir Gus sat down on a wooden chair. As he did so, a large black cat jumped onto his lap. At once, Sir Gus began to itch all over. He got up and started jumping up and down. He jumped so hard that he knocked over a chair and bumped into a shelf. Some things fell off the shelf. As he bent down to pick these things up, Sir Gus spotted a ring. It was the king's ring. Robin was the robber. Sir Gus stood thinking for a moment. "There is no point fighting with this man," Sir Gus said to himself. "That would be dangerous. I can tell by his grip that he is very strong." Sir Gus grabbed the ring, then he tiptoed quietly out of the house. He mounted his horse and rode back to see the king.